Gentlemen, welcome back to our Bloodworks live studio. I'm Mitch. We didn't meet backstage. Ryan, good to see you. My radio wife, where is she? Corey.
Hi.
Radio wife.
Yes.
Yeah, you and Luke were out.
What a beautiful romance for the ages here on Valentine's
It's been good. It's working out really well, especially because I'm a gay man and she's married. So it's what can go wrong?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here. Somebody told me you host a TV show in Vermont. What's that all about?
I do what you do. I get really freaked out. It's a Vermont PBS show, and people come in and play a venue, and then they play a show. We do like a big 5-camera shoot, and then I interview them for like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh my
gosh!
gosh.
And then we cut it down like it's like comedians in cars getting coffee meets Austin City Limits. But I do what you do, and I get all nervous because it's like, oh, I got to talk to Tune Yards about white privilege, and I like freak out, and I have to like sound smart and stuff.
Corey and I both hate interviews because we're horrible at it.
This is your job.
We usually ask one question about...
but I always ask something weird, and the internet was wrong, and I asked one artist about her dog, and it was dead.
The dog was dead.
Yeah, well, exactly, and you have to like be conversant because like it's annoying, and it's hard to start an interview this way. But it's like, of course, you don't want to ask a question that someone's gotten a million times,
right.
And so you have to like kind of internalize that. And I try and go to the next level, but it's really nerve-wracking. I have a lot of empathy for what you guys do. Your radio,
Our
radio
reputation
marriage.
precedes us.
Well, we don't do
Mitch.
that many interviews, fortunately, because as I said, we're just awful at it. And
Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, I'm glad to be
the
recipient of such a terrible product. Of,
You really teed us up. I'm excited to ask our questions now.
This show is part of our Kind is Better campaign. It's basically just how important it is to be kind to everybody, but especially to young folks these days because they're facing so many challenges and depression and everything else. So just a simple question we can ask each of you. What do you do on a regular, daily basis to try to do something kind for somebody else?
Start with somebody else. I don't know.
What's that?
Adam, you're up.
I'm up? Okay. Honestly, the first thing that came to mind is that I've been working really hard on not to road rage. So if someone does something that cut me off, I don't flip them off. And I think that's kindness.
And it absolutely is kindness. I always try to just put myself in their place. I try to think, you know what? Maybe they just got fired from their job. Maybe their wife or husband just said they want a divorce. So maybe that's why they're driving crazy, and it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Don't call me a hero.
That's a good place for me to come in because mine is like an empathy thing where I try like if someone's being like a ding dong or something, I try and get into their thing and be like, oh, maybe they got some bad news. So I'm an active empath. I'm actively working on my empathic abilities.
Brian?
You don't have a mic.
I have a mic on the stage.
Oh my gosh.
I try to be kind all the time to people on the telephone and on the internet who are used to people maybe being a little bit harsh in those contexts because it's easier to be harsh. So I try to maybe be a little extra human to people who could use it in those situations.
That's beautiful. Brian, everybody.
It's really easy to be mean behind a keyboard.
Luke. Oh, Brian has more? Oh, okay. Okay.
I try to start it in the morning when I wake up. Be nice to my 2-year-old daughter, who I love and miss so much.
Oh.
Can I just change this conversation to what I want to talk about?
Yeah. Please.
Are you all gonna cry when you start talking about it, though?
I love my daughter. That's all I really want to say into this microphone.
That's all we need, ladies and gentlemen. Guster.
Hey, is that the interview?
That's pretty good.
That was the whole thing? That was amazing. Well, you guys are better at this than you say you are.
Great.
Thank you.